Hello, welcome back to another episode of slightly modded Kerbal Space Program
1.0!
in our KSP 1.0 mini-series, stock mini-series or whatever. We're basically playing stock for a week while we wait for mods to update so that we can play modded on 1.0, and we're exploring some features. Bobby's heading to the moon. I am also going to head to the moon with my little rover here. Bobby's going to scan from orbit. I am going to scan from the surface. And we'll see how that goes.
They added fuel cells. That's interesting. All right, so let's see here. Let's stop farting around and put what's the thing next to the mainsail? Let's get a skipper. Or no, is the skipper the middle?
Skipper's the middle, or no, yeah, Skipper's the middle one. You want the poodle, maybe? Do you want the one for space or what?
I want the in between one. The one in between the mainsail and the.
That's a skipper.
That's a skipper. Okay. I think I might. Well, oh well. I may have a skipper on my other engine also, but oh well. Give me another fuel tank, big ass fuel tank, big ass orange fuel tank. Oh, I gotta put a flippin' separator will help. Stack separator.
All right, I think that'll do it. I don't know how well this is going to fly, but we're going to find out. We need some stabilizing fins, I think.
Why does this say I only have like 2 stages? Like 2 actual engine stages. I want a stack separator.
Do you have a stage in between the fairing and an engine?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm
like,
beyond that.
Are you using the no, like up there? Are you using the fairing like a decoupler against whatever's inside the fairing?
No, I have another decoupler inside in the fairing.
Okay.
All
right,
but it's putting this engine like not. Okay, I'm just going to drag you there. How's that? So then add another freaking stage curb.
I have no idea. All right, anyways, I'm going to launch. See how this goes. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go. All right, anyways, SAS is on. Throttle's probably gonna need to be like maximum, and let's lift off. All right, we're going
now. Kerbal Engineer for some reason is saying I only have 1 stage with an engine on it.
Do you have stages that aren't separated by decouplers?
Like, I have stack separators.
I don't know what the hell a stack separator is.
I'll switch it out for a decoupler then. I don't know. It was the first thing that I clicked on that was of the right size. So, what's this? Decouplers.
What the hell is going on here?
No, it still didn't add another stage.
Well, you've clearly built something wrong. I don't know what, but...
Yeah, I'm switching out for these guys, and... Like they show as... Like, in the staging sequence, it separated them as stages. All right, well, here, let's just save and call this danger. probe. Save it
All
and
right.
launch.
We had some weird wobbling going on there. I don't know what that was about, but we seem to have resolved it. Tried a little bit of a trick and turned the gimbal down on the engine to cancel out any overcorrection. We have an apoapsis of 80,000, I think. 89,000. That's probably pretty good. Let's
All right, well,
fast forward a little bit.
We're gonna see how I fuck this up somehow, because yeah, well, I clearly I launched my first stage and nothing happened. Like, this is a fuel tank, right?
Maybe not.
It.
What is it?
It's the giant fucking orange fuel tank.
That's definitely a fuel tank. Did you accidentally, empty the fuel out of it?
You can do that?
Yeah.
Why and how?
Right-click menu. All right, well, we're in space. I think we can lose the fairing now.
No.
Let's lose that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Sweet. All right.
That's all full. That stage is all full of fuel.
Throttle up.
And that stage is all full of fuel.
Which engines are you using?
Mainsails. Here, I'm just gonna take all that stuff. I'm gonna toss it to the side.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
In fact, here I'm even going to fix this engine here, since the game doesn't want me to launch in 2 episodes. Clearly. Where'd the poodle go? They named it they renamed it a terrier.
The poodle? No, the terrier's that's a 909, isn't it?
Yeah, they named the 909 the terrier. Where is the poodle? There's the Spark. There's the poodle. There's the poodle. We'll put the poodle there.
All right, we're getting closer to our apoapsis here. This stage is running out of fuel, but be all right. We don't have a ton of torque or ability to turn this thing because we're just using a tiny little probe. Should be all right, though. Let's throttle up again. And we have on orbit. We still have a small amount of fuel left over. That's surprising. Okay, let's set target to the Mun. Mun is there. Roughly.
All right, showing me a second stage now. I am
here.
Shocked and surprised. Give me another separator.
So I saw a trick watching a live stream the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So how you set up a maneuver is to the moon. Is you set the maneuver node, and I didn't do this quite right, so that it's basically just like if you're looking through the circle on the maneuver node, it's basically just touching the horizon of the planet, and then you sight the moon through the hole in the circle, and then you pull prograde, and you'll get an encounter every time. It's pretty interesting.
Oh wait, hold on. I'll ask you that again when I get airborne. So I got that engine with that.
All right, we want a close approach, like as close of approach as possible here.
All right, we're going to launch again. We'll
We're
try
gonna
Dan.
go somewhere in there. That'll be fine. It's gonna take a lot. You know what? I am just going to.
All
I'm
right, so
just gonna ditch this stage.
you said at 69 meters a second?
Like 60, between 60 and 70 meters a second.
And just pitch over 5 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well. Well, first of all, we'll see if my rocket works. And there we go. We had a little bit of a thrust to weight ratio issue there. But the mainsail is doing its thing.
We're testing our new feature here, a Warp 2, which is pretty nice so far. See if it's more or less accurate than Kerbal Alarm Clock. Pretty accurate, actually.
Do you let it keep tilting?
You do. I don't. You're supposed to turn the SAS off and then just let go, basically, until your apoapsis gets to where you want it. I'm not sure I'm doing it right. It involves a specific thrust to weight ratio, and
Oh, okay. I mean, mine looks like a real rocket trajectory, so...
what's your thrust to weight ratio at?
Well, right now I just lost, going to my next stage here. Right now it is 1.09,
Okay.
1.10, and, oh, did I just click something? My rocket just completely lost control. Like, I think I clicked on something or something. Revert fly, revert to launch.
Oh, I missed. Crap. Okay. Missed our maneuver. Whoops.
All right, so turn my SAS on briefly here. Yeah, so let's see. Right now at launch, I've got a 1.36 thrust to weight ratio. So, all right.
We should still be able to get an encounter even though I missed the maneuver. Shouldn't be a big deal. Oh god. Let's turn that off a second. Oh god. Get back on target. Get back on target. Give me prograde.
All right.
Oh god. Should have used struts. Should have used struts. Crap. Okay, we need retrograde. Kind of missed. Okay, let's do this right here.
I forgot to turn SAS off. Oops.
Yeah, that could do something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. Oh, I should have put some reaction wheels on this thing. I have so little control. Really screwed up this maneuver. Alright, let's throttle up and bring this back down. Alright, we need to get a reasonable mun periapsis here.
The controls are a little kind of like looser. They feel a lot more forgiving than FAR does. But
all right, 32,000. I guess that'll do. All right, we should, if we're going to do this, we should probably put out our solar panel. Okay, and then we're going to, if I can click on this thing.
All right. We're going to stop when our apoapsis hits. Let's shoot for, well, let's shoot for 90.
All right, we are warping out to the mun. Let's get this rover on the ground. All right, there we go. We have a maneuver or an encounter or a proper encounter. Yeah, I can speak. And then we need to make a maneuver here to close our orbit. Should be easy enough. And then we want to warp. Yeah, why not? We can warp to the next maneuver. How's your liftoff going?
Decent. We're
Okay. It's good.
I'm trying to raise our periapsis right now.
All right. I'm going. Let's see here. We just need a retrograde, and then let's just hold that a second. Hold retrograde. Just throttle up just the tiniest little bit. Since this thing is kind of wobbly because I didn't use enough struts. And it's a rover, so it's not exactly balanced properly. Alright, we just need to bring our apoapsis down. And I'm going to try my best to land on the sunny side of this thing because we don't have our lighting mod because that hasn't been updated yet. So, I'm actually just going to throttle up and bring this down a bit more. And let's see. That should be just about... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right. How much Delta V do we have? Oh, a lot. An awful lot. Let's fast forward a bit.
All right, we got a nice quasi-circular orbit. So what did you say? So you take the mun.
So you use your maneuver node as like a crosshairs.
Okay.
And you put like the left side of the circle when you set up the maneuver node, like on the like basically the very edge of the planet, and then you position the maneuver node till it lines up with like the mun in the middle of that empty circle.
But where is what? How do I have like? Where am I in reference to Kerbin?
What do you mean?
Like I can put a maneuver node anywhere
on your orbit.
Yeah, I can put a maneuver node anywhere on my orbit and have it line up with the mun. Like I can add maneuver node and I can line, the one that I just created, I can have it lined up right there.
With the prograde, it's got to be through the prograde. So you're burning prograde towards the mun.
Okay.
That can only be on one side of your.
Okay. So I'm pointing the prograde.
You're basically looking across the prograde of your orbit from like you're at the on the opposite. You're looking towards the mun across your prograde, not your retrograde.
Okay. All right. I think I see what you're. Okay, I see what you're getting at.
So like if you're pulling that little line on the maneuver node, you're pulling that towards the mun.
Okay. I get what you're saying. Okay, so add maneuver. So still, it's like lined up right now, practically. And now it's no longer lined up because I'm moving. But
All right, we've got a ton of delta V because this thing weighs like next to nothing. Um, we're gonna fast forward ourselves close to the planet, not planet, moon here.
actually, I'd say I thought I failed at that trick, but I'd say they got me a pretty damn good.
It's pretty much a perfect maneuver just about every time. Like on my trip out here, if I didn't want to be as close as possible on my apoapsis, I could have had a NASA style figure-8 moon trip with
Yeah,
a
no,
cost-free re-entry.
dude, my actually, I'm getting a nice. Yeah, I got my Mun periapsis down pretty low. But yeah, I've got a nice. I get a nice gravity boost out of that. That just kicks me out of Kerbin orbit, if you will. But
As I understand it, it's actually not cost efficient to try to use the Mun as a gravity assist or min miss.
yeah, I don't think
Or
I've
at least that's
heard.
what Scott Manley told me.
If Scott Manley told you,
It's
I'd go with that
yeah.
because I don't recall ever hearing like NASA saying, "Oh, well, we use the moon as a gravity assist." Like I've heard them saying, like, "Oh, we use Jupiter as a gravity
Right,
assist."
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so let's not miss our maneuver note here, talking about other YouTubers who are better than us because they. What does Scott Manley do? He doesn't work for. What does he do?
I have no idea.
He's much better. He's probably a physics teacher. Uh, so let's remember our maneuver node, shall we? So this is a 1 hour and 18-second burn. So that means we want to do it at about, let's see here, that's 60 plus 20 is 80. So at about T minus 40 seconds. And that has the maneuver node is almost lined up with the target node also. So that's probably again a good reason to say that we're doing all sorts of stuff correctly.
I am almost down on the Mun with my little rover here. We are getting very close now. I am 300 meters off. I'm gonna F5 real quick
That's
before
probably a
things
good
go
idea.
terribly wrong.
That is probably a good idea. So,
I'm approaching at like
mm-hmm.
7 meters a second.
I haven't activated my fairings yet to see if they decouple because that'll.
They don't decouple.
Oh, they don't.
They do not.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming all the batteries I put on this thing charged. But if Dan says they don't decouple,
Yeah, they don't.
I'm going to deploy. Oh, it breaks away a camera view. That is awesome. There's a whole little camera sequence. Good job, Kate. Good job, squad.
Oh, that's too much.
We're going to extend all my solar panels while we line up and wait for us to hit the right spot of our maneuver node here.
All right. We are landed. Now let's shut down the engine. That actually still has like 621 meters a second of delta V left in it. I could probably put this thing in orbit. Let's activate our scanner.
Oh, there's animation to the ships. Look at that. There's animation to the ships that have, what's that called? Thrust vectoring. Gimbals, like the gimbals move. That is cool.
I think it always had gimbal animation.
I never noticed it before, but not saying that you very well could be correct. I've never noticed it before. Whee! All right, focus. Focus. Now's not the time to get ADHD. We're trying to get to the mun.
All right. Well, I've got my little rover down here.
Initiating orbit or injection burn.
So here's the interesting thing. At least what's interesting so far. The narrowband scanner has to be used in conjunction with the data from the orbital scanner.
Oh, so you can't do anything without me?
Right. Well, and I probably won't get your data. I'll probably have to board whatever ship you put up there to get that data because of how DMP works. So there's that. The surface scanning module seems to work though. It doesn't really give you anything that's doesn't give you any like super detailed information. I think it tells you the percentage of ore that's in your current area. Let's deactivate our brakes. Where are we at? There's a big crater behind us. Let's go explore the big crater. Maybe. This is kind of funny. I think I need to decouple my engine. It was kind of weighing me down. So this thing, I'm not sure how well this is going to work. I don't have a lot of traction.
I'm trying. There we go.
Let's just make this thing front wheel drive. Let's disable the motors and the back wheels maybe.
All right, we got that pretty well lined up there. Okay. Can we warp to the encounter? And there is our friend the Mun. You may have seen it from some of our other videos. And maybe Scott Manley's videos.
So, I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I'm just not good at rovers, but boy, this thing doesn't want to drive.
What is my orbital? What is my sphere of influence? Am I in Kerbal? No, I'm not in Mun orbit yet, or am I? What is Where am I in relation to? Oh, okay, that's you. Like, that's Dan. Never mind. So that is okay. So that's pulling me back towards the Mun. So
apparently you're only 30 seconds in the past. I cannot drive this thing for the life of me. God damn it.
It won't let me warp to my periapsis.
You left click.
Yeah, it says set target or focus view.
I think you're clicking on the mun.
Mun periapsis. Oh, that is.
All right, let's just apply our brakes and park this thing since our rover doesn't drive. I think it might just not have enough mass, maybe. The wheels literally just spin. Let's extend our solar panels and then let's rename the vessel. Actually, I think we're at the end of the episode, so we'll rename this thing next time. If you like the video, click like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for some more Kerbal Space Program 1.0. Thanks for watching. Bye.